Imagine, you're swiping through yet another freaking dating app, each profile a meticulously curated highlight reel. He's got to be 6 foot something, have a jawline that could cut glass, a six-figure income, and a bio that screams emotionally available but still ruggedly masculine. You've mainlined so much Instagram boyfriend bullshit that reality feels lacking. The decent guy who texts you back promptly and wants to take you on an actual date? Snooze fest. Where's the grand gesture? Where's the goddamn adventure? You're so busy chasing the fantasy, the digitally manufactured ideal, that you're probably overlooking perfectly good humans right in front of your damn face. Now, let's rewind 10 or 15 years. Late teens, early 20s. The world felt wide open. Consequences a hazy concept for future you to deal with. Hookup culture was the air you breathed. No strings attached, just fleeting moments of whatever. Fun maybe. A distraction? A way to feel wanted without the messy commitment? You racked up notches on your bedpost like it was some kind of fucking achievement. Fast forward to your late 20s, maybe early 30s. Suddenly, the landscape looks different. Your friends have paired off, building lives. And you? You're still swiping, still chasing that initial spark, but now there's a gnawing feeling. That ease with casual encounters? It feels hollow. The ability to detach quickly? Now it feels like a freaking wall you can't tear down. You find yourself wanting something deeper, something real, but the patterns you ingrained, back when consequences were for suckers, they're a bitch to break. That casual approach to intimacy in your formative years? It wasn't some consequence-free playground. It subtly shaped your expectations, your ability to connect emotionally without the expectation of a quick exit. You might find yourself subconsciously keeping partners at arm's length, terrified of vulnerability, because that's what the early hookup game taught you. Detach, don't feel too much, keep it light. And those unrealistic partner expectations, fueled by the endless stream of online perfection, they're a damn smokescreen, preventing you from seeing the value in real, imperfect connections. You're so busy waiting for the unicorn that you're missing out on the perfectly good horses standing right beside you. The unseen consequence here is a growing sense of isolation, a creeping feeling that everyone else figured this relationship thing out except you. You're left wondering why it feels so fucking hard to find something real, oblivious to the fact that the habits and expectations you cultivated in your younger years, fueled by a warped online reality, are actively sabotaging your search. That casual freedom you once embraced? It's starting to feel like a goddamn cage. The fantasy partner you're chasing online? He's probably just another filtered illusion, ready to face the ghosts of hookups past and the delusion of online dating head-on? Alright, let's dissect this shit show. Why does that casual bullshit in your teens and 20s come back to bite you in the ass later? Well, for one, you're literally training your brain. Those quick hits of dopamine from a new conquest, the ease of walking away without emotional investment, it wires you for fleeting encounters, not the messy, vulnerable work of building a real relationship. It's like eating fast food your whole life and then wondering why you don't crave a freaking salad. Your palate's been warped. Philosophically, you could argue this is a classic case of sowing wild oats and expecting a wheat field. You spent years prioritizing immediate gratification, and now you're surprised that the deeper, more fulfilling stuff takes time and effort to cultivate. Nietzsche would probably scoff and say something about the will to power being misdirected towards shallow conquests instead of genuine connection. Psychologically, it boils down to attachment styles. If your formative experiences with intimacy were largely devoid of emotional depth and commitment, you might have unconsciously developed an avoidant attachment style. You become adept at keeping people at arm's length, equating intimacy with potential pain or constraint. So, when you finally do want something real, you're fighting against your own ingrained patterns. You're trying to build a goddamn house with tools designed for knocking down walls. And the online dating hellscape? That just amplifies the problem. The sheer volume of options fosters a fucking consumer mentality. Someone doesn't tick every single box on your ridiculously long, online fantasy-fueled checklist? Next, there's always another profile to swipe through, another potential upgrade. This constant pursuit of the perfect digital specimen prevents you from investing the time and emotional energy needed to discover the imperfect beauty of a real human being. The unseen consequence here is a growing cynicism, a weary resignation that, all the good ones are taken, or real love doesn't exist. But the truth is, you've likely built a damn force field around your heart, brick by digital brick and casual encounter by emotionless exit. You're so busy looking for the digitally manufactured ideal that you're blind to the real, flawed, and potentially amazing humans who might actually want to build something real with your imperfect, but also potentially amazing self. That ghost of Hookups past isn't just a memory. It's a set of ingrained behaviors and expectations that are actively shaping your present. And that fantasy partner you're chasing online, he's probably chasing his own filtered illusion. Ready to start dismantling this self-sabotage? All right, time for a damn intervention with yourself. Breaking free from this self-sabotaging cycle starts with a brutal dose of reality. That highlight reel you see online, 99% bullshit. Those perfect partners, they don't fucking exist. And those fleeting hookups from your past, they serve their purpose, maybe, but clinging to those patterns now is like trying to build a stable structure on quicksand. The radical shift in perspective here is to ditch the damn fantasy and embrace the flawed reality of human connection. Real relationships aren't about constant grand gestures and picture-perfect moments. They're about the messy, everyday stuff. Shared laughter over stupid jokes, supporting each other through the shitstorms, accepting each other's weird little quirks. Counterintuitive solution number 1. Step away from the dating apps for a while. Seriously, give your brain a freaking break from the endless swiping and the superficial judgments. Focus on the real people in your life. Nurture your friendships. Reconnect with yourself outside the digital noise. Mindset shift number 2. Redefine what you're looking for in a partner. Ditch the laundry list of superficial attributes and focus on the real substance. Kindness, empathy, integrity, a shared sense of humor, someone who makes you feel seen and heard, flaws and all. Think about historical examples of lasting love. Did those couples meet through a perfectly curated online profile? Probably not. They stumbled into each other's lives, flaws and all, and built something real through shared experiences and genuine connection. Reclaiming control here means taking responsibility for the patterns you've created. Acknowledge that those casual hookups might have inadvertently built walls. Recognize that those online fantasies have skewed your expectations. And then, consciously start to dismantle those barriers. Be vulnerable. Take a freaking chance on someone who might not be your perfect online match, but who is a real, decent human being. This isn't about settling. It's about seeing the potential for real connection beyond the superficial gloss of the internet. It's about understanding that true intimacy is built on vulnerability and acceptance, not on a checklist of digitally manufactured ideals. You feeling a flicker of, maybe there's another way, in that big, beautiful brain of yours? Ready for the final, most powerful kick in the ass? All right, listen up, because this is the supreme mic drop moment. The ultimate truth, the final most powerful realization about finding a real partner after navigating the digital wasteland and the ghosts of hookups past that you're actually searching for in someone else. It starts with cultivating it within yourself. That magnetic pull, that genuine connection you crave, it doesn't magically appear when you find the perfect online specimen. It blossoms when you are your own goddamn person, secure in your own skin, flaws and all. When you stop chasing the validation of likes and start validating yourself. When you trade the superficiality of endless swiping for the messy authenticity of real-life interactions. Think about it. What's more attractive? Someone desperately seeking approval, or someone who knows their own worth, regardless of who swipes right? Someone trying to fit into a digitally manufactured mold, or someone who owns their unique brand of beautiful, even the messy parts? The paradigm shift here is understanding that you attract what you are. If you're projecting insecurity and chasing unrealistic fantasies, that's likely what you'll attract in return. But when you cultivate self-acceptance, when you embrace your own damn reality, flaws and all, you radiate a genuine authenticity that's far more compelling than any filtered selfie. Those hookups from your past, they don't have to define your future. You can learn from them. You can acknowledge the patterns they created and consciously choose to build new ones based on genuine connection and vulnerability. It takes courage, it takes effort, but you're not a damn algorithm. You're a complex, evolving human being capable of change. And that perfect partner you've been chasing online, maybe the search should shift. Instead of looking for someone who ticks all the boxes on your fantasy checklist, look for someone who appreciates you, the real, unfiltered you. Someone who sees your strengths and accepts your weaknesses. Someone with whom you can build a real, messy, imperfect, but ultimately meaningful connection. The most irresistible thing a woman can be. It's not some digitally fabricated ideal. It's a woman who knows her own fucking worth, who isn't afraid to be vulnerable, who embraces her authentic self, and who seeks genuine connection over fleeting validation. That's the real magic. That's the kind of woman who doesn't need to chase. She attracts. So, stop wasting your precious freaking time chasing ghosts online and start building a real foundation with yourself. Because when you truly know who you are and you're okay with it, the right kind of partner, the real kind, will see that undeniable, irresistible truth. Now, go be that authentic woman. The real one. The world, and your future relationships will thank you for it.